Welcome to another delicious edition of Texas Oatmeal, and today we're going on a drive. So hopping in the Vanderhall, gonna head out to a place south of here a little ways. I'm not gonna let you know exactly what it is. I'm gonna take you there on a little trip today. So lots of driving, lots of sweating because it's gonna be like 90 today. Well, if you're moving, it's not too bad, but if you're sitting in traffic or something, which we're gonna run into a little bit of, it gets a little warm in the Vanderhall. But we gotta head out. We're all loaded up, got the cover officially on instead of the parachute. Parachute just holds a tarp in there, so if I was at like a car show or something, I could throw a tarp over it real quick. The cover fits, but it's super tight inside the parachute, or inside of the rig, and that's a pain to get on, in and out all the time, so that's not worth it. So this is much easier to run it in this little bag that I've got instead of the parachute. So we're not 100% official right now. But we do have the quick release installed, so we can take that on and off for whatever reason. Just security, if I park it somewhere, take it off, throw it behind the seat, no one would even know it's there. So here we go, we're gonna get a cold start on the 2018 Vanderhall Venice. Contact. So good. It's not super loud. I mean, it's loud, but it's not like obnoxious. I think if I did the 3-inch pipes, it would be quite a bit louder, but it's good. It's got a healthy note when you first start it up. So as those RPMs drop, it gets much quieter, of course. But yeah, here we go. We gotta stop by the post office. I gotta mail some stuff out because I don't have any stamps. And then we'll be on our way. All right, see you guys in a few. So we've been driving for a few hours, and we found this little place to rest. It's pretty nice, you know, like natural swimming pool. I mean, we're not getting in, but you know, not too bad. we stopped at the Frio Canyon motorcycle stop, which is also the Bent Rim Grill. So we're gonna get some food, lunch. It's like kind of a late lunch, but this is probably a pretty popular place when it's not COVID-19 season. So there we go. Well, it is day 3, Wednesday, of our little trip here. And we are on some nice little backcountry roads going out to Luckenbach, Texas. I don't know what other little cities or towns we've gone through because I'm not really paying attention. Just kind of enjoying the ride. But these little back roads now are like super backcountry stuff. It's definitely not as hot today, which is nice, at least so far. We did start a little earlier. But yeah, it's been a good trip. We met up with Tim. He's actually the owner of the house we're staying in. Super good guy. He's on a Goldwing trike up in front of us, leading the way through these little back roads. You know, so yeah, another great day in the Vanderhall. Everything's running good. I do have a little bit of an issue from the tack, so you can't really tell, I don't think, but it is real wavy. It's real wavy inside there, like it got real hot and the material delaminated from the gauge. So that might be fun to try to fix. I don't know why I did that. It's just on the tack. None of the other gauges were looking like that, so I don't know. Stopped at the Old Tunnel State Park. It's pretty neat. It's an old railroad tunnel that comes through here, and it's no longer used, but it houses a bunch of bats inside the tunnel. And you know, certain times of the year and times of the day, you see them coming and going. We're not here during that time, but we're gonna go check out the tunnel. The water's low enough. Let's just walk in there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Coronavirus waiting to happen.
Well, don't eat them. That's the trick.
I guess.
Just look at them.
Is that them down there?
Yeah, see up there, there.
I can see them.
Yeah, it just looks like a swarm of
Mosquitoes
or something. Yeah.
So this was a train.
Not gonna show up on camera.
Like a train went through that little hole. Wow.
It sucks that the railroad tracks aren't still here though. Like,
I know. Too bad
it's disappointing because that'd be cool. We made it to Luckenbach. I forgot that I had been here. I knew I had been to Luckenbach, but not exactly here where the post office is and dance hall. Kissing booth. That's a kissing booth. I forgot I had been here. It's nice. Especially if I could like put a house right there. Just live here. I'd be alright with that. That's really neat. You know what's right above us? The moon. Vanderhall to leave your blinker on because there's no sound. Even if there was sound, you can't really hear it. And there's just this little bitty light on the dash that flashes. So, you know, that happens a lot. I mean, it doesn't happen to me, but it, I've seen it a couple times from the old couple in front of me. It's actually only happened when Sarah's driving, so I don't know. Maybe it's a girl thing. Well, we've made it to the coolest stop on the entire trip. It doesn't look like much. Just this gravel lot. This is a community center. But it's in the coolest town in Texas. That's right. Oatmeal, Texas. So Texas Oatmeal has officially been to Oatmeal, Texas. Doesn't get any better than that. So we've had a little bit of an issue. We are here at the Chevrolet dealership in Lampasas. Hoffer, I don't know how you say it, whatever that is. We've got an oil leak on Chad's ride, and something he's had before. We thought it was fixed. I mean, we've gone 800 miles and then it started again. So the dealership that he purchased from back in town, they called this Chevy dealership and said, hey, here's the deal, we got a customer, he's 2 hours away and pretty bad oil leak, so they're gonna work something out with them, or I don't know, whatever. But these guys have agreed to look at it, so that's pretty cool because I'm sure they have no idea what this is. So we'll see what happens.
Did you just vlog this?
Yeah. In the meantime, now that Sarah's upset that I'm vlogging this, we ran across this bad boy too. So we're pretty sure this is an H1 Hummer frame anyways, what's left of it. You know, just judging by the way this is all inside here, it's got to be right. So this has got a, you know, Hummer style dash and everything, and seating position the way this was. You know, this used to be just little bucket seat things back here, but they made it like a bench seat. I mean, this thing's awesome. You know, got some extra light bars on the side, canvas top. I mean, this thing is freaking incredible. Twilight Metalworks, shout out. That's pretty awesome. And just like that, we are back from the Bandera. So general assessment here is that these cars get filthy when you drive them for an extended period of time. My wrap hides a lot of the filth. You know, it's not just like the bugs in Texas, you know, whatever, which this isn't too bad right this second. You know, the dirt and the stuff that we get on the front. It's the sides that get filthy with black stuff obviously all over them. I mean, look at that. Look at my hand. And that gets everywhere, including all over yourself. So by the end of the day, we would all be just covered in black, whatever this, you know, road grime. So I don't know, I've never really experienced that. Even when I had a motorcycle, it wasn't something that I really feel like I ever dealt with. I mean, maybe I never took my motorcycle on like super long rides, but I don't know, maybe that's just something that does always happen. Either way, it gets everywhere and all over everything, so we were constantly cleaning them. Now, my windshield survived. It has some bugs on it, but no cracks on either side. Chad's, on the other hand, his cracked at the common point that they always crack, right here at the top, and he had a nice long crack. Of course, it was on his driver's side, right in his view, so I'm sure he loved that. He also had an oil leak. So that oil leak that we went to the Chevrolet dealer to see if they could remedy it, they did. They got it taken care of. They put a different cap on it. His stock cap failed for some reason. I won't get into that. The aftermarket cap he put on there lasted most of our trip, but appears to have failed because it's just, you know, some Chinese thing. So the stock cap that he put on there, so far so good. I mean, he drove a few hundred miles on it and didn't have any more issues out of a genuine cap for this car, which took a little bit of trying to figure out. The dealership was really nice. You know, they hooked him up, got him in immediately as soon as he showed up. I think we were only there maybe an hour or something, and then we were back on the road. So, man, props to that dealership. I don't know how to say their name, but they took care of him, so it was pretty neat. Yeah, overall though, it was a pretty good ride, down and back, 6 hours or so each way, you know, plus or minus a little bit for stops, fuel stops, and obviously stopping at the dealership. But you know, good trip. I still have no idea if this really helps. I mean, I kind of feel like it does. The more I rode with it, the more I started thinking about how quiet it was in here, where I could hear I think I can hear my music quite a bit better when I'm traveling with this. I don't really know that for sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing torn apart, clean the air filter, clean out the bugs and everything out of the grill and radiator and all that. And probably do an oil change because that was 1,000 miles real hard running. I'm over 10,000 miles on this car now. Again, no real issues. I have the little bit of you just can't see it. You can kind of see it in there. It's a waviness to that gauge that happened at some point on the drive down. I talked to Speed Hut and they said they would fix it. I have to send my gauge to them though. So that's kind of neat that they're standing behind their product. I don't know if it's gonna be free, but at least they'll fix it. So glove box cover worked amazingly. I love being able to just push it open and close. That was actually really convenient for throwing the camera in there real quick when I didn't want to hold it or bounce it around in the car. Luggage in the back, again, if you can flip the seats forward, you can get so much more in there. I squeezed a bag back there and in there, and it was a huge pain in the butt. But I did make it work. It just, man, if they could flip the seats forward, that would be amazing. Vanderhall, put it on your list of things for the future. But yeah, super good time. Thanks to Tim and Trina. They're the ones that own the house that let us stay there. They're awesome. We went out and rode with Tim. He was the one on the bike. And Chad and Sarah, you guys are rock stars. Thanks for inviting me and letting me tag along. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Kind of a long video, I know, but we did a lot of driving. It was 4 days worth of filming and driving and everything, so it was a lot of content, and every day we were just wiped out from being in these cars, getting roasted by the sun, Texas sun, 90-degree weather. It's brutal, and you know, long drives, so I didn't feel like doing much each day, so it didn't really get to the point that I was going to edit video every day and put out one on Tuesday and Thursday. So happy Saturday to everybody, and that's going to be it for today. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of life, you